This is the Barbados Today evening news for Wednesday, May 9. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. We begin with a caution that the Barbados dollar in its current form is doing more harm than good, and the time is ripe for change. That's the view of Tom Hall, the Chief Executive Officer of Williams Industries. He was speaking today at a panel discussion entitled The Road to Prosperity, hosted by the Barbados Employers Confederation at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center. Hall said the Barbados dollar, which remains pegged to the United States dollar 2 to 1, is not functioning as a unit of exchange and is a drag on the economy. He says the island's stakeholders must seriously confront the issue.
Once the shrill political environment of an election goes away, there should be a sensible discussion about the best currency for us, or how the Barbados dollar can become great again somehow. I'm not a central banker, sorry. But at the moment, again echoing things that Donna was saying, there's a wall of international money that would probably consider Barbados as the main base for this region. Look at a map, I often do. Look at a map around us. Barbados has the lowest crime rate compared to its neighbors. It's an old democracy, it's got a rule of law. Things function generally. Yes, we have problems everywhere, but things function. I think Barbados would take off if we could just de-risk that currency.
Hall added that the Barbados dollar was affecting the ability of the private sector to expand.
Business people think of risk and return. That's all I think about, certainly as a trader, now as CEO. Risk and return, risk and return. If you don't have a liquid currency, you might love Barbados for all the reasons I've said, but it's going to be nagging at you. Am I going to get my money out? You have to be able to get your money out. You have to be able to have capital to flow. And the flip side of it, more importantly from my role as CEO of Williams Industries and an employers here, part of an employers confederation, is that when we want to invest out, it's a massive struggle at the moment. Because the currency situation is so tight, it's almost impossible to invest out.
In a strong defense of the island's electoral system, Chairman of the Electoral and Boundaries Commission, John Haynes, today reminded Barbadians that their votes are sacred. Haynes urged voters to maintain their integrity as he pledged that the Commission will ensure that the May 24 general elections are clean and transparent.
I want to assure them that we will at all times ensure the safety of their ballot, and that the secrecy will also be maintained so that at no time can anyone know who they would have voted for. I want to assure them of that. No one knows who you vote for. In addition, your vote is not for sale, and therefore please maintain the transparency which we have.
Bullying in schools is on the rise in Barbados, so says the chairperson of the National Committee Monitoring the Rights of the Child, Faith Marshall Harris. Speaking at a panel discussion examining bullying and its impact on a child hosted by the Kiwanis Club of Barbados South last evening, the former magistrate not only raised alarm about the worrying problem, but she expressed concern that too many victims are becoming offenders in the juvenile court system.
One of the most serious aspects of bullying in Barbados is that the victims themselves often end up by the persons before the courts. It's one of the phenomena that we have where, and it's happened many times, I saw it happen many times in the juvenile court. The victim of bullying eventually resorts to either taking weapons to school or finding some way of retaliating. And when they do that, then they're the ones caught and brought before the court. And it was always, to me, a tragedy because they were the ones who were actually trying to defend themselves. So what we've got to do is teach our children how to deal with the bullying without going to those extreme measures.
A historic moment in the judicial system today. For the first time ever, a husband and wife were admitted to the inner bar of the Supreme Court. Registrar of the Supreme Court, Barbara Cook Aline, and her husband, Attorney at Law Ramon Aline, were admitted during a special sitting. The couple shared their big moment with acting judge Ulrich Scott, who was also admitted to the inner bar ahead of Friday's official ceremony. 18 other people, including Transport and Works Minister Michael Lashley, will be elevated to the level of Queen's Counsel at the ceremony.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
One night, one winner, only one team can deliver. Balance, comprehensive, unrivaled coverage. Barbados Today, Capital Media HD 99.3 and 6 Gear Studios. Don't miss election night on www.facebook.com/Barbados Today, on www.barbadostoday.bb, live on www.capitalmediahd.com and on www.facebook.com/Capital Media HD.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. The business community in St. Lucia is appealing to its members to safeguard against any damage they may suffer during this hurricane season. The call comes just weeks before the start of the season on June 1st. They are particularly concerned after the damage caused across the Caribbean by Category 5 hurricanes Irma and Maria last year. We get more in this report from HDS News.
2017 posed a nightmare for the Caribbean basin where tropical cyclones are concerned. From Irma to Maria, both Category 5 hurricanes, tens of thousands of individuals in the region were displaced, and likewise many businesses suffered losses, even permanent closure. Insurance coverage, or rather lack thereof, has been a crucial player in recovery efforts, and with experts predicting another active hurricane season, the St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce sought to commence the dialogue with members on averting those risks. The importance of the insurance symposium focused on mitigation and risk management cannot be understated, according to Executive Director Brian Louisi, as a result of St. Lucia's vulnerability to disaster.
Today we're dealing with the insurance component, but later on we'll be dealing with the business continuity planning component. We think it's very important that businesses understand how they can use insurance to ensure that after a disaster that they can continue to operate. We could not ignore the experience of our neighboring island, Dominica, and not working for our members, working with the business community to help them better organize themselves, for them to factor in how business continuity and insurance can support and facilitate them.
NEMO Director Velda Joseph presented on the official state of national preparedness and ongoing initiatives dealing with resilience, mitigation and recovery. Insurance Council President and professional loss adjuster Claudius Francis, who spent 6 months in storm-battered Dominica after the passage of Maria, spoke on the Dominica experience. Francis notes that there were a number of lessons to take home, one important one being the old adage, no man is an island.
On the international scene, a historic victory at the polls for the former Malaysian Prime Minister. Official results show Mahathir Mohamad's opposition alliance, Pakatan Harapan, has won 115 seats. That's more than the 112 needed to form a government. The 92-year-old Mahathir defeated the ruling Barisan Nasional coalition, which had been in power for more than 60 years. He came out of retirement to take on his former protege, Najib Razak. And finally, European allies were today seeking to salvage the international nuclear deal and preserve their business with Iran after U.S. President Donald Trump pulled the U.S. out of the agreement. He also ordered a reimposition of sanctions on Tehran. We get the details in this Reuters report.
U.S. President Donald Trump on Wednesday warned Iran in no uncertain terms against trying to develop atomic weapons. Iran halted its nuclear enrichment programs after it signed a 2015 agreement with the U.S. and 5 other powers. But Trump on Tuesday announced the U.S. was leaving that deal and leveling sanctions on Tehran. Trump said he hopes his move will open the door for a new, larger agreement.
So we're going to make either a really good deal for the world or we're not going to make a deal at all.
Reuters foreign affairs editor Arshad Mohammed says that faces steep odds.
The Iranians have just seen the United States, from their point of view, renege on the last deal, on the nuclear deal. So why would they want to engage in another negotiation with a partner that they never really trusted in the first place and that has just not kept its word?
The U.S. faces diplomatic challenges as well. America did not just walk out on a deal with Iran, but on the other signatories: Britain, France, Germany, Russia, and China. The agreement was backed by the European Union and ratified unanimously by the United Nations Security Council. And every one of those states and bodies warned the U.S. against making this move and expressed disappointment and concern with the choice.
And that's news this evening, but for the very latest, you can visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook, and sign up to our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Mary Claire Williams. Good evening.